shops. We are going to go to various communities, markets, every place that people gather. Festivals, football, games, the political party campaigns. You are going to see the Ghana AIDS Commission working together with Ghana Health Service staff all across the country to talk to people about HIV prevention and to get them to test for HIV, and those who test positive will be linked up to health facilities for further diagnosis and treatment. We will also be distributing condoms in huge numbers across the country. And therefore, we want all of you to be part of it. All our stakeholders have come up with their programs that they are going to do in the communities. So let's all be part of it. And if you see any group of people in your community providing HIV services, and of course, it is not always HIV alone. We do, we add hypertension, diabetes, sometimes even cervical cancer, other STIs. People are tested, for all kinds of diseases. And so, make yourself available for such health screening activities that will take place in your communities, so that you will get to know your health status, including HIV, because it is important for you to know your HIV status if you can prevent it effectively. If you don't know your status, you can't do effective prevention. And testing is the entry point for effective prevention and effective treatment. So these activities will be all over. We are going to schools, and I'm happy we have Miss Malaika and her team here. They will be supporting us to reach out to the students in their schools, at the secondary school and tertiary levels. This year, we want to intensify the HIV prevention campaign throughout this month. And we want all of you to be part of it and support us to be able to do that very well. That for us to defeat HIV, we have to walk the right path, because inequalities contribute significantly to new infections. And we need to eliminate inequalities among us. And therefore, the rights of people who live with HIV, who are affected by HIV, and who are at high risk of HIV must be protected. We need to respect and uphold the dignity of everyone, irrespective of their HIV status or their risk status in acquiring HIV or TB or other STIs. And so the theme for this year's World AIDS Day, I put it in much simpler way: let's walk the right path. And the local theme is that HIV is with us. And so let's intensify the prevention efforts. And because of our focus on these two specific themes, all the activities we are going to organize will focus around these themes, trying to reduce inequalities that prevent people from accessing healthcare services, that demean people and make people feel inferior. And for that reason, they cannot take the appropriate steps to protect themselves and protect their health. We have to work together in these two areas. And I thank you for coming. Today's event is not for long speeches, it's just to interact. And so the whole program is not the usual way we do it. Thank you very much.
To win the race. And it's important for you to notice that we are in the last lap. The last lap means that we have just 6 years to end the epidemic by 2030. And it means that we need to double our steps and ensure that we give our best to bring all these challenges to an end. And that is why there are a number of activities that we're going to embark upon. Already this year, we have started a series of activities, and we're going to build on that. Between January to the third quarter alone, the number of people we identified as positives through our testing activities, we screened about 1.3 million people. And we identified about 34,000 positives. Please think about it. Last year we announced that estimated new infections is about 17,700, but in program. This year alone, the number of positives we identified, 34,000, is about 3% of all the people we screened. It should tell you that transmission is occurring. These are new cases we identified. So this is not the time to relax. And it's just because there's been a gap, people think that because of antiretroviral therapy, we need to relax. The sad thing is that we were able to just link only 67% of these people to treatment. And unfortunately, people are refusing treatment. It's free, it is impactful, it is effective. When you take it, it suppresses the virus and there will be no transmission to the next person. I stand here to urge all of us to support anybody on treatment, to create an enabling environment, to remove all kinds of stigma, discrimination. No more a death sentence. HIV is no more a death sentence. HIV is no more a condition to be shy of. It's no more a condition to be afraid of. And I want to take this opportunity to plead with the many clients who are out there who are on treatment anonymously. Because our database shows that there are many more people who are positive but who have a record in our system. And some of them are working in the shadows of others and collecting some of the medications the frontliners go for and also take it quietly. I urge you to come forward and freely receive your stock of the commodity. I'm here to assure you that we have enough commodity for everybody, antiretroviral medications for everyone, and we have enough to supply to everybody. So come forward confidently and take it. HIV is no more a death sentence. Ladies and gentlemen, I assure you also that we have enough condoms to go around. The first quarter, we distributed only 6 million condoms. Look, 34 million population. It's not enough. Where are the CSOs? Where are the community activists? Where are the CSOs? Can I see you by hand? Are you there? Can you do the work? Can you distribute the condoms? Can you distribute the self-test kits? Are you sure? Are you sure? If you are sure, say that I will defeat HIV. And I'll distribute 1 million condoms before the year ends. It means that each civil society organization, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. We have more than 10 civil society organizations. Before this year ends, remember we are still in the festive season up to Afrochella in December. Let's take advantage. When we live here between now and World Aids Day, I'm expecting requests from you so that we supply and you continue to distribute. And with all the test kits, So ladies and gentlemen, together we will be able to end the epidemic. I thank you, God bless you. Let's continue to shore up the advocacy. Encourage somebody, don't be a barrier, be a facilitator to treatment. Don't discourage anybody, encourage somebody. Let us end HIV together. Let's ensure a country and generation free of AIDS. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Advocacy from you is dead so far as HIV is concerned. So tonight, make a commitment and a pledge that on your part, you will resurrect HIV advocacy wherever you find yourself. Because we need to talk about it. We have to remind people must wake up to the reality that HIV is still a major public health challenge in this country. As we heard from the program manager, 12,000 people died of AIDS in 2023 alone. Now, if every year 12,000 people are going to die, in 10 years, how many will that be? 120,000 people. That's not the only issue. Almost 18,000 people got infected with HIV in 2023 alone. So, if 18,000 people get infected every year, for the next 10 years, how many people will be infected? That is 180,000. Plus the current number of 334 or 35,000. When you put the two together, we are heading to what? 500,000. And that is the year when we are rather supposed, no, in 6 years' time, we are supposed to end AIDS as a public health threat. And so these numbers must mean something to each one of us. And that is why we all have to add our voices to the advocacy. And now I turn to my friends from the media. We deeply appreciate your collaboration with us. But it means that this is the time your work has started. All that you have done in the past, very important. But now, we have to do things differently. This is the time we need to intensify the campaign on the media, both traditional and social media. And you are the ones who will make it happen. We need the slots. Unfortunately for us, people say, oh, these days we don't hear anything about HIV. Why? Because we have proliferation of media channels in the country. Unlike previously when everybody heard about HIV, because the messages were coming through only 1 or 2 media channels. Now you have more than 500 radio stations, almost 200 TV stations. So, and our money cannot allow us to put messages on all these channels. And so even the little we do, only few people can see, only few people can hear. Why? Because we don't have the resources to actually present the messages across all the 500 radio stations and the TV stations. So what you can do for us is to give us, a time. That could be your contribution. If each media house, whether radio or TV, donates just 5 minutes, 5 minutes a day for HIV messages, for 6 days or 5 days, that will be what? For 5 days, that will be 20. And we can use that 30 minutes to disseminate a lot of HIV messages in the country. You are partners. Without you, we cannot win the fight. And so let's work together as we move along. May God bless us all. Ready? But we want to signify it with popping the champagne. And we have Miss Malaika. Miss Malaika 2023, right? She's here. And I know that you know that she is doing a great job. She chose HIV as a project. And she has faithfully done a lot of work within a very short period of time. And we are going to finish the year with her and continue even beyond the end of this year. Thank you, Miss Malaika. Right. So, Nana?
Thank you so much. The campaign against HIV is even more than the campaign against Galamsey. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray!